Oh boy, I finally get the chance to talk about this one. Yes! I honestly take any opportunity I can get to talk about the Fear games and how they serve as an interesting merge of both the first-person shooter and horror genres, and my personal favourite, and that of a fair few others apparently, is Fear 2 Project Origin. It doesn't have a lot of the more frustrating elements of the first game, making it a fair deal more enjoyable, and also managing to play the horror a lot more. Now, I love the first Fear game, but it didn't really have a good balance between an FPS game and a horror game, instead feeling more like a shooter game with horror elements. But here, oh man, did they really nail the horror elements here. It basically takes the whole Special Forces team getting caught in a conspiracy formula and basically flips the script. These guys think they're stuck in a fugitive action thriller movie where they're actually stuck in a supernatural horror movie. The ever-so-creepy Alma shows up a great deal more than the previous game, and those moments where she pulls you into her world are creepy as all hell. I mean, an unsettling ghost child is bad enough when she has the power to drag you into a world of her own creation, affecting the weather, turning water into blood, and even manipulating the minds of others. Yeah, no thanks. Outside of Alma appearing to mess with you, the game features a lot of subtle and more environmental horror, using level design and ambient background noise to mess with your head as you play through the game, with a major standout example being the section set in the elementary school, especially when you start reading the text logs that explain just what happened to this place, and it's just as bad, if not as worse than it sounds. As for the first-person shooter side of the equation, well, it's not half bad. I mean, it's fluid, functional, has a decent weapon selection, nothing really innovative, instead being a solid shooter experience. Aside from one key detail that carried over from the previous game, that being the enemy AI, and it adapting to how you play. Enemies attempt to flank you, force you out of cover, and essentially use all sorts of tactics to flush you out. It's a bit refreshing to play a shooter game that isn't just hiding behind cover all the time. I actually found that I was using a lot more unorthodox tactics in some levels, and I was pleasantly surprised at that. Not bad, Fear. Not bad at all.